that, didn't he? He's not going to be drawn on any kind of future. So here we go. The first final heat, Kovalainen against Schumacher.
Now again, this has happened before, and Kovalainen has won 2004. One of the guys he beat on his way to taking the Race of Champions, I should say, was Michael Schumacher. Oh! Schumacher hasn't moved!
Unbelievable! Schumacher stalled it on the line. Can you believe it? The embarrassment of a 7 times Formula 1 champion at Wembley, the scene of the great British victory over Germany in 1966, and it's a dudden for Schumacher.
I think it's all over. It is now. I think he's just stalled it.
Well, I tell you what he's done. He's done that age-old trick, and it just shows Schumacher hasn't lost any of his competitive instinct. He's gone and parked it for a lap, hoping for a rerun. I don't reckon they'll give him a rerun, but I reckon he parked it, a bit like he did in Monaco, you know? He's hoping that they'll stop the session and rerun it. Maybe he can claim a mechanical failure. But no, he's got going now, and he's going to try and put some distance between Kovalainen, who hasn't really got to do anything. This must be very funny for Kovalainen. He's right behind him. He knows he's won because there's no way Schumacher can catch up.
No.
So he's just going to harry him all the way around now.
Must be tempting. Ooh, just to give him a little bit of a tap. Because it wouldn't be too much damage there. It wouldn't cause too much problem. And he doesn't have, Kovalainen doesn't have to drive that car again.
Well, trust me, if Kovalainen was a touring car, if he was a touring car driver, he'd be giving him a tap, because then he could say, you know, there I was being held up by Michael Schumacher. Interestingly, because Schumacher is styling it, he's putting it big time sideways just to style it for the crowd, and it just shows that the smoother approach is actually quicker.
Yeah, front-wheel drive car, Tim, as you'll know. Oh, and Kovalainen adds insult to injury.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to overtake here at all.
Oh, Schumacher must have been pretty nice to him. Well, you know about a bit of bumping and banging as a touring car champion yourself. Tim, go on, you'd be nudging him by now.
Oh, I'd have put him in the wall, for sure.
Now, Tim, these cars, though, must be one of the most difficult ones for them to adapt to, because front-wheel drive and power-to-grip ratio, if you like, probably the most amount of grip for the amount of power they've got. Kovalainen takes the win. The biggest win I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've never seen an overtake like that on the line. That was fantastic.
So, it's all down to Sebastian Vettel now, isn't it? All down to Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, Schumacher can't help. It now means that Finland have won the first heat there. Germany have to win the next two. If Finland win the next one, they've won.
That's it, yeah. Germany have to... Vettel has to win this one. But the difficulty is, I think, he's up against Grönholm.
Yeah.
I think he's up against Grönholm in Grönholm's World Championship car. That's a big ask.
Yeah, that is a big ask. That is a big ask. Which would be good for us, because if it goes to 1-1, we'll have the tie-break.
Yeah, we sure will.
See, look at him using the handbrake there for a bit of a handbrake turn. And out the stadium. I like it.
Yeah, it's... So Schumacher, here we go.
This was off the line. Oh, no! He was actually holding it on the handbrake, wasn't he? He was holding it on the handbrake and...
Not enough revs.
Stalled it,
Not enough revs. It's this
see, now he's sitting there. Let's see. He's now sitting there thinking, oh, not my fault. You know, what can I do?
And it's this car in particular that what they've tended to do is just bounce it right off the rev limiter, which is like a traction control. Is that not right?
Well, what they're doing is
he's got to be probably the favourite. If I was a betting man, I'd be putting some money on him. But we're going to show you that here on Eurosport. Been a fantastic Nations Cup. See you soon. Well, welcome back. It's the quarterfinal stages of the Race of Champions. We look through some of the past winners and some of the history of this great event in its 20th year here at Wembley Stadium for the first time ever. Again, what a great year to bring it here. What a great place to bring it to. Now
it's to England and the new Wembley Stadium, and perhaps arguably the best circuit ever made for indoor. Look at that track.
Fantastic track, and those are the quarterfinals. Michael Schumacher against Jenson Button. Sebastian Bourdais versus David Coulthard. So that's France v Scotland. Bourdais versus Coulthard again. This is individual. No nation racing here. This is all individual. Drivers going for the Champion of Champions trophy.
Yeah, we're actually...
I'm the race leader. I'm the race leader. I'm the race leader. Rock, I'm the race leader. I'm the race leader. I'm the race leader. Rock, I'm the race leader. I'm the race leader. I'm the race leader. Rock, I'm the race leader. I'm the race leader. I'm the race
things like literally meditation before he races, and he's really into that kind of power of focus. And sometimes he just is able to determine these results, it seems, purely by almost mind over matter, Tim. It's amazing, really. Kovalainen had a great lead. Wasn't a huge lead, but it was a lead.
Well, some real scalps.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, he had to push. He knew he could probably see Tim visually. The gap was bigger than he used to been seeing before, so he knew he had to give it everything. And there is no room for error here. And Andy Prio just hooked it up a little bit on the inside there. And we can see a little bit of a gravel trap on the
on them, but they're just not getting up to any kind of a speed that will influence that. It's all about mechanical grip. The cars, theoretically, all set up exactly the same. Should just be down to driver talent. So here we go, the first leg of the super final. Schumacher in the red car, Matthias Ekström, the reigning champion, in the yellow car.
Ekström taking a nice wide position on the grid there, maybe a little too wide. A good line into the corner, but is he going to get the kind of traction he wants?
Great reaction.
Ekström
Great reaction from Ekström. Yeah, he was really focused, wasn't he? And he had great reaction time. He was quickest on the first 2 days that he did. He sat in the car. And there you go, a comprehensive first leg victory for Matthias Ekström by just over 1.5 seconds.
You know, and considering he's won the German Touring Car Championship twice, he's been in that kind of competition. That's pretty, you know, he obviously is very proud of what he's achieved before.
Yeah, it is. You know, you look at it, you're sitting there, you're lined up next to Michael Schumacher.
As far as champion of champions in the race of champions is concerned, they get the engine revs filled up. This is it. Michael Schumacher has to win it, and away they go. It's quite close into the first corner. Matthias Ekström pointed out earlier on, that is so easily lost. Only wrong because it looks like, has he extended the lead, or is it the same? Oh! Bring out the Fiats, or they could bring out...
Well, no, look, it's definitely Solution F cars. That's what they're going to. Schumacher's not happy. He says, I don't like these cars. Can we go out in the ROC? Sorry, Schumi. That's the deal. Let's see how they get on after the break. As I predicted, Schumacher wasn't happy to go into the Solution F cars, which he's just lost in and knows they're similar to mini DTM cars. He came out and he said, can we change the cars? Can I drive the yellow car and you drive the red one? And there was a very interesting exchange. Schumacher back in fully competitive mode, not willing to be beaten when the odds are stacked against him. Ekström, to his credit, said, you have whichever car you like, mate, and I'll still take you on. Schumacher said, well, how about we do it again in the ROC buggies then?
That's right, I like the ROC buggies. And of course the organizers are saying, all the cars are the same, but racing drivers are racing drivers. And it's physically impossible to make everything exactly the same. Kovalainen did that. And
final leg, they're one leg all, the red lights are on. Ekström against Schumacher.
Oh, remember now it is Michael Schumacher in the red car and Michael Schumacher in the yellow car. Matthias Ekström in the red car.
In the lead, he's just got the sprint to the line. Schumacher's lost it! And celebrates with a burnout to end all burnouts.
Get a more competitive series than that, and Matthias Ekström proves why he's been so good in his touring car career by taking yet another victory, and pretty darn good at burnouts too without hitting anything.
Yeah, there you go, as this goes on.